Hey, today I'm going to be showing you how you can create your own landing page using Sketch. I'm going to make something here real clean, real elegant, as you can see, using those bright pinks that pop off the page and grab your user's attention. So if you're keen to start learning how to make your own landing page, don't forget to hit subscribe and let's get stuck into this.
So here we're going to get stuck into the bright pink header that will grab the user's attention when they first see the page. So I'm just going to use a pink fill that I had and a logo I had prepared earlier for this fictional product that I'm just going to call support for the moment. So we're going to have 4 nav links here, the typical suspects: home, features, customers, and a login link. Now the key thing is just to make sure that each nav link is spaced out properly. I'm just going to create those nav links. I won't bother showing the typing here. And then just going to fiddle with this spacing just so that they're really nice and readable. And now that I've done that, pop them in a group, and now that I've grouped them, I can align them with the logo. So here, work on the header text now. I want to have something bold, bright and white that'll just pop off the page and really grab the user's attention. So seeing as I believe this product could be about support, I'm going to make it all a little copy related to this. So I'll just add a description in there, and then perhaps a button as well that the user can click on and will take them further down the page. Nice and round, just a ghost button, so I'm just going to have a border and that's it. And then add a little CTA in there, show me more. And this is going to form the basis of our header. I'm just going to add an illustration and that will be it. Now if you're looking to get your hands on the illustrations that I'll be using here today, you can find them from Undraw. I'll include the link in the description. So I think that the illustration we're going to use here fits pretty nicely. It gives me the impression that the service is about support. So thank you, Undraw. I think this fits the brief perfectly. And there's our header done. So now we're just going to move on to the sections. I've extended the artboard real quick. We're going to keep the first section as a white background. We're just going to lift the text of the button that we had created earlier. Copy and paste that and move that down. Now I want to have a right-left feel so that the text moves from the right side to the left side, so it keeps the user's interest. So I'm just going to switch this over and change it to black, obviously, so it's readable. And then change the labels and the sizing slightly, just so we give priority to the header above. So that's looking spaced out nice. I'm just going to update the text like so. And we're just going to move that button that we have above as well. Change it to a pink, just so we can grab the user's attention with it. And that will do nicely. And then like so, we're going to use another illustration again from Undraw. And then just make sure they're both vertically aligned, pop them with a group, and then horizontally and vertically align again, and you'll see that they fit nicely in the grid as well. So that's our first section done. We're going to copy and paste that, and we're going to flip it and just put it on a really slightly grey background. And this feature is going to again just be something related to the product and what it offers to the users. So I'm going to flip it, and I'm also going to change the text that we've got. So the last one was about the help desk. This one will essentially be about teams being able to support customers live, so sort of a live chat per se. So I'm just going to update that text really quickly. Again, I won't bother showing you. And then just shrink the size of the button, just so it's got some nice padding around it there. And that's our second section done, except for the illustration. So I'm just going to pop that in like so, make sure it's aligned with its description text. And now I'm just going to copy and paste the section we made from the top and just update all the text in there really quickly and give it a new illustration. I did move through that quickly just because you guys can type the text in. There's no need for me to show you that. So I'm just going to update this label and that will be our first section done. There's nothing different here from the other two. So now I'm going to have a pink section that will essentially highlight some other brands that might have used this product. I've made a few fictional brand logos and images earlier, so feel free to use obviously whatever suits when you're doing this. So I'm just going to make this actually a centered component with a medium text and just have a description that says something along the lines of, you know, it's been used by a range of businesses. Now I'm going to copy the logos that I made earlier, pop them in, put them all in a group, and then that way we can horizontally and vertically align pretty easily. You know, just going to make that box a little smaller so it fits, and there's that section done. Now this is going to be the bottom of the page. What I want here is a box with an image in the background, so that the user can get the feel that, you know, real people do use this. So I'm going to use a mask and just move the image around so that we get all the faces in it, and I want it to be really almost not seeable. So I'm going to put a real light transparency on it with a white fill, and then update some of this text and center it all, and pop it in the middle, horizontally and vertically aligned with that image. And that's looking pretty nice, I think. So I'm just going to update that button, center align that, and there's this component of the landing page done. Now we're going to move onto the footer. I'm just going to make something quick and easy here with the footer. Simple on a white background. I'm going to take the logo that we used in the header, change it to pink, and then just make sure I've got it in the middle of the box. And maybe I'll spell the logo out in full, so I'm going to call it with support using the Bangers font. And I just need to move my layers around here because it's full underneath of the white background. Give it a bit of spacing, and that will do it. So I want to give it a description here just about what it does. I'm going to change it back to Montserrat, which is the font I've been using everywhere here. And we'll just say customer support done right. So that gives users a pretty clear indication of what this product is about. And then I might also add an email field below so that users can sign up and get a discount or something along the lines of this. So I'm just going to use a rounded rectangle and then place another circle inside of it. It's going to have a pink fill with an arrow icon in there so that users understand that they can click on that to submit. So one of my favorites is the back arrow from the material icon set. I'm just going to flip that the other way around, place it in the middle of the circle, change it to white. So that's perfect. Now the whole thing is looking a little tall, so I might just actually reduce the height and width of all of it and recenter it, and that's looking nice. So I'm just going to put a label in now so that users know what the field is about. So just make sure that we've got the right font here, and then we'll make it something interesting like sign up for email goodies, and that's looking good. So that off on the left hand side of our footer, and if we group it all, we can align it, and that'll fit nicely. So now I want to have a bunch of nav links in the footer along with a header as to what each of them are. So I'm going to do it over 4 columns, each with 3 links underneath of it. On the header, I just want a bright pink point so that the user knows what it's got to do with. In bold, caps, and then under that I'm just going to make each nav link 14 points instead of 16, space it out, copy and paste, and change each one. So that's essentially it for the footer. We're just going to rinse and repeat this out 3 or 4 times over, like so. I won't go through each and every change here, so I've just used a bunch of nav links I've made up. You can choose to do what you like, and then just make sure they're all vertically aligned, and that's the footer done. Just going to make sure it's spaced out as per the grid, so that they're both on the bounds of the grid, which is, we've got a spacing of one column out from either side of the screen, and that's that done. So just make sure it's all aligned, and now you have yourself a landing page. So let's have a quick review of what we've created here. Just going to bring up the bottom. The foot is not quite that long. So if I move the grid lines, you can see you've got yourself a nice landing page. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe, leave me feedback in the comments below. Cheers.